lesson is the Advanced Pre-Algebra Unit 2, Lesson 6. We're going to do combining like terms with distributive. The homework that goes with this is page 12. We have a quiz on Wednesday and problem of the week is due Friday. Before we get into the lesson, we're going to do some warm-up problems. So I would pause your video right now and do these problems. All right, let's take a look at how to solve these. When you're solving equations, I like to draw a line down the middle. In this equation, which number on this left side is farthest from the variable? It would be divided by 2. So you need to get rid of that first. So the opposite of dividing by 2 is multiplying both sides by 2. This ends up being 2 divided by 2 is 1. So I'm left with x plus 6 equals negative 10. Now, to get x alone, we subtract 6 from both sides. So I get x equals negative 16. Negative 10 minus 6. On this one, here's the variable side on the right. Which one of these numbers is farthest from the variable? This plus 6. So I got to get rid of that first, move it to the other side. So the opposite of plus 6 is minus 6. So I will have negative 11 equals, on this side, I'm left with x over 2. X over 2 means x divided by 2, so the opposite is multiplied by 2. So I get x equals negative 22. All right, number 3. What number is farthest from the variable on the same side? This plus 16. So the opposite is minus 16. So I'll have negative 8 equals 2x. Divide both sides by 2. X is negative 4. Last but not least, here's your side of the variable. This plus 6 is farthest from the variable. So the opposite is minus 6. So I have x minus 2 equals negative 2. This is dividing by negative 2, so the opposite is multiplying by negative 2. So I end up getting x is 4. That's a good review of two-step equations. Now, let's review distributive property. This is on page 11 in your notes. This is 2 times the quantity 3x minus 1. 2 times 3x is 6x. Positive 2 times negative 1 is negative 2, so minus 2. Here you're distributing a negative 2 times the quantity x minus 3. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times positive 3 is negative 6, so minus 6. Now, we just got done combining like terms in the last lesson. Today we're doing problems that are more complicated. So, combine like terms. What are the like terms? I've got a positive 2x and a positive 8x. 2x plus 8x is 10x. Then, positive 2 minus 5. 2 minus 5 is negative 3. This is what you're doing. 2 minus 5. Change that to add the opposite. So 2 plus negative 5 is negative 3, but you write just minus 3. Do not write double signs. All right, here we go. What are the like terms? Negative 3x plus 6x plus 10x. Well, I would add them this way. 6x and 10x is 16x. Minus 3x is 13x. 4 minus 9 is negative 5. So 13x minus 5. Take a look at this one. 5a plus a. They are like terms. That is 6a, because remember that's a 1a that is not written. All right, now, sometimes in combining like terms or simplifying, you'll need to distribute first. Remember, you need to multiply before you add. My dear Aunt Sally. So, this first quantity is just really 5b plus 18. I bring that down. Positive 2 times b is positive 2b. Positive 2 times negative 3t is negative 6t. Now I've used the distributive property. Now I need to combine like terms. Let's see what I can add together. 5b plus 2b is 7b. Positive 8t minus 6t is positive 2t, so plus 2t. And then that's it. Our answer is 7b plus 2t. Over here, I need to distribute a negative 3 first. Circle that. So, 8c, I'm bringing that down. Negative 3 times c is negative 3c. Negative 3 times positive 5 is negative 15. Now I combine like terms. 8c minus 3c is 5c Nothing to add to the negative 15, so minus 15. All right, I need to distribute first. So I'm going to distribute a negative 9 to that quantity and a positive 6 to that quantity. Negative 9 times 6m is negative 54m. Negative 9 times negative 3 is positive 27. Negative 9 times negative 3 is positive 27. Positive 6 times positive 1 is positive 6. Positive 6 times positive 4m is positive 24m. Now, combine like terms. Negative 54m plus 24m is what? Negative 30m, because they're different, so you subtract and take the sign larger. Positive 27 plus 6 is positive 33. And we're done. All right. Let's take a look at this one. This is interesting. It says, use the properties we learned at the beginning of this unit to fill in the reasons for the steps that was allowed to be done in the problem below. Okay, so here's our original problem. 23 plus 5x plus 7y minus y minus x minus y minus 27. Now, look what we did. We reordered this and we put the like terms together. So basically, they put it in a different order. So what is that? The commutative property, and it's of addition. Now, why is this subtraction? Well, isn't that the same as add the opposite, so add negative y? So if you keep the sign the way it is in front of it, it is still addition. Now, look what happened. We added parentheses. The order is the same from this line to this line, so that's the associative property. And then we just combine like terms. So negative, or 23 minus 27 is negative 4. The next one should be 5x minus x. So this should, your final answer would be negative 4. 5x minus x is positive 4x. And 7y minus y is positive 6y. So that would be your final answer. That's what we're really doing in all of these problems.